Thor Annual was published 2 days ago with this impressive cover, showing King Thor fighting another Thor with a mysterious figure who looks evil, pulling the strings, with Hawkeye, among many others, lying unconscious. Written and penciled by Aaron Kuder, the book opens in Elfheim, the realm of the elves, with the high elf Everdrop, who rises from his daily meditation before sunrise every single day for nearly 300 years, with a purpose. He believes that his job makes the world better, especially today, the day of the celebration. He is the caretaker of the Koyak tree, which was originally a seedling from Yggdrasil, the tree of life that binds together the realms of reality. When properly cared for, Koyak radiates life and joy for all who near it. But on that day, Everdrop was attacked by a mysterious shadowy force, which seemingly kidnapped him. Later on in Elfheim, the elves were preparing to welcome representatives from across the realms to join the celebration. Queen Elsa Featherwine asked about the preparations and was informed that everything was taken care of perfectly. She then was introduced to the Everdrop, the caretaker of the Koyak tree. Everdrop, who was taken over by that evil force, said that he was going to present a gift for the queen and the court of the realms this evening, particularly to King Thor. The queen did not suspect anything bad and welcomed the idea. She then welcomed the guests who gathered from all over Elfheim and the 10 realms to celebrate the anniversary of the end of the War of the Realms. They gathered in joy to honor those who have fallen and those who bled to protect the realms. King Thor and the Asgardian warriors then arrived, to be followed by the League of Realms and heroes from Earth, and that was when Hawkeye arrived, but the queen did not recognize him and thought that he was Spider-Man. Thor explained that Spider-Man could not make it, and that Hawkeye was another great warrior who battled in the War of the Realms. Later on in the evening, everyone sat around the tables, enjoying the food and the drinks. The possessed Everdrop then came carrying the gift he talked about with the queen, and introduced himself to Thor, and said that ages ago his father King Odin gifted Elfheim with Kayak, a seed from Yggdrasil, the tree of life. Everdrop brought the gift to thank Thor for his valor in the past. He put the fruit on Thor's table and said that as the fruit blooms, it will release a pollen that will fortify Thor's vitality and encourage his health and happiness. Suddenly, the corrupted fruit clutched Thor's face and knocked him down, where he started to see visions from his past and heard a voice in his mindscape. Thor remembered these events when Loki was trying to conquer Earth. The voice said that they will take a version of Thor from a timeline that is running a little behind, and they will give him a bit of knowledge. But what will happen when they share him all the evil deeds Loki has yet to do? An army of Lokis then swarmed the Thunder God and said that he hasn't defeated Loki yet, but Thor summoned the lightning and struck Loki, seemingly killing him. Thor did not believe that he just killed his brother and said that this can't be real. The voice, however, said that everything was real, though not the same in this reality. For example, in his reality, the cliffside on which he and Loki battled on was home to a handful of trolls, but here the cliffside holds a giant Mangog. Back in Elfheim, the evil man who overtook the body of the Everdrop told Thor that his friends were asleep and that his mind was trapped between 2 universes. It took this man, whose name is Volg, a long time to make his way into this universe. He ripped the disguise of the Everdrop and showed his true face, then left Thor with one arm and said that he came from a people who feed off chaos and violence. He then tossed Thor into the rocks, remarking that the realms come with every flavor of chaos and violence. Valk said that he could not have found a better feeding ground of chaos and violence in 100 lifetimes. He then noticed Thor's crows, who said that Valk was going to regret this day and that they were going to remember the beating he was going to get. Back in Thor's mindscape, Valk says that defeat is the most bitter pill for someone so proud to swallow, as Mangog stands victorious over the beaten body of Thor, saying that no fight was left in the little god. Valk said that he needs little longer to be able to bridge these realities, but at the same time, Thor says that his crows show him his reality, as everyone laid out by those fruits. He then summons Mjolnir to wake his fallen friends. Valk then grabbed Thor from his head, saying that he is just an ant seeking out food for the colony, and once he has created enough chaos in Alfheim, his brethren will come and swarm down upon them all. He then sent Thor's essence across reality to poison another version of Thor, who will know nothing but hate and fear resulted from the path he took. This version of Thor was banished by Odin after killing Loki and being defeated by Mangog. Regret and shame rule over this Thor's heart, fear of not being strong enough, not being worthy enough. Thor makes alliances and does what he must to be free from the underworld. He becomes the champion of Hela and leads an army of the dead, the dark elves, and the frost giants to Asgard. Warriors from Earth stand in his face, but they all fall, and this Thor becomes known as Thor Bor-Kin, the god of blood and thunder. Valk then summoned Thor Bor-Kin to kill King Thor, who was still controlled by the corrupted fruit. Suddenly, Hawkeye intervened and removed the fruit which was surrounding Thor's head with an arrow, and thanked Thor for waking him up, and said that it was time for Thor to rise and shine. Thor then regained his consciousness and summoned his hammer, confronting both Valk and Bor-Kin. Valk, however, said that he wasn't gonna fight Thor, and said that he rendered him unconscious to summon Bor-Kin, who will fight Thor and kill him, while Valk came to eat the corpse of this universe. Bor-Kin tossed his axe at Thor, who knocked it away with the hammer, telling Valk to eat his lightning. He struck Valk with a massive bolt of lightning, while Bor-Kin attacked and hit Thor. Bor-Kin was about to deliver another punch, but Thor blocked it with Mjolnir and broke Bor-Kin's hand. He then told his counterpart that Valk has poisoned his life, and that he can't forgive him for attacking him, then dropped Mjolnir on his foot and smashed it. Thor then bear-hugged Bor-Kin and said that as the All-Father, and with the connection Valk forged between them, Thor can see Bor-Kin's path back home. He will use the Bifrost to send him back home, and will give him a fresh start. Thor, however, warned Bor-Kin that if he returned to threaten him or any of his beloved ones, he would scatter his atoms across each of the 10 realms. Valk, who survived Thor's lightning, told Thor that he did not know what he was facing, as he would run and would not be standing all alone. But at that moment, Thor's friends arrived and confronted Valk, who realized that he had no chance defeating Thor that day, and retreated. Hawkeye then asked if Thor was fine. Thor said that he was fine, and said that one does not often get the chance to see the path not taken in life. This was an amazing story by Aaron Kuder. I like the plot and the artwork, and hope to see more of the evil Valk, who wields godly powers. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.